Greetings everyone, it's Cain here. Welcome to my video. So in this video I'm going to be talking about when parents don't give their kids phones. Now the majority of parents will give their kids phones to be creative, to play games, you know, either phones or tablets, to keep in contact, all that good stuff. Now, there are other parents who completely dismiss the phone from the kid till they're pretty much in high school. If even then, probably after high school. Well, probably starting like freshman year. Then they'll probably give them a phone. I received my first phone when I was in 6th grade. So, let's see, I was pretty young. Or not letting the kid get on the internet whatsoever. That's what this video, let's talk about it. Now, you have to adapt to change. And taking away computer devices, the cell phone, the computer, will hold your kid back. Because modern day, computers are essential and a big part of human society, especially in a first world country such as the United States. So when you take away the cell phone, a computer, the tablet, you know, you could harm them in some way. Now, I'm not saying social media. Social media is a whole different story. There's apps to have the kid not get on social media, because social media in the long run could have impacts on the kid, especially females, on body imaging, and just have make the kid depressed and have a lower quality of life. You know, I could see that till probably, I don't know, 8th grade, and then let them start using social media in high school. But yeah, social media is a whole different story. I don't recommend that. That's why they have apps for kids. Like if you buy a cell phone for a kid, the T-Mobile or whatever phone company, phone plan you're with, will show you and recommend to turn on parental mode so the kid doesn't get on social media and other websites. You know, when I was a kid, I was always interested in insects, and I would use the computer to look up honeybees, ants, termites. I was always interested in insect empires because growing up I loved real-time strategy games such as Star Wars Empire at War, Age of Empires. I love those games with those little plastic army men. Star Wars Battlefront was my favorite, the first one. The second one kind of sucked, but the first one was the best one. I used to always play that game. You know, a lot of these parents take away video games, phones, all this stuff that could potentially harm the kid. You know, they feel that it's unhealthy to always keep in contact with the kid, and they feel it's better to take away all that stuff. You know, a cell phone will help in any sort of way, from the kid's safety to providing useful information to knowing the phone in general. That will help you have a social life and, you know, get jobs. Don't get lost. You know, you have Google Maps. Get food. Know your surroundings. You know, this is all helpful stuff. And a lot of these parents don't evolve to the modern day. And it's just the way it is, guys. This is change. Life's about change, and you got to go with it. You can't fight it. Now, I'm all for giving the kid a cell phone, as long as you have the parental mode so they don't get on social media until they're about high school. Because like I said, it could have negative effects. But yeah, that's pretty much my take on it. Thought I'd share it with you guys. Just putting content on my channel. Because I see a lot of kids, you know, I could see you know, the kid on Facebook when he's like 8 years old and completely addicted to the thing. You know, I could see that to take it away, and it could be negatively and affect the kid's health and overall sense of purpose, sense of being, you know, because there are a few percentage of kids that get absolutely addicted to video games, cell phones, all this stuff. I wasn't that one. I pretty much did it to enjoy myself, kill time, socialize, whether with friends and my grandpa. Me and my grandpa used to always play video games. You know, yeah, there's nothing wrong with there's nothing wrong with kids having video games and letting them play on the phone. You know, in playing video games is actually very helpful. It develops a kid's alertness and, you know, develops hobbies. Like if kids like dirt biking games, you know, it might motivate them to want to dirt bike and get out, get close to nature and enjoy themselves. Or even like fighting games like Mortal Kombat. I always loved Mortal Kombat. The oldest one was awesome. I had it on Sega. You know, they might want to take martial arts. You know, that could be a positive influence on them. You know, yeah. Just don't have the kids' eyes glued to the screen and they're completely addicted. You know, make sure you watch your kid and have a healthy routine. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with video games. There's nothing wrong with tablets. There's nothing wrong with letting them have cell phones. You know, it could save their life. You know, a kid could have asthma and they could call the parent, or be in a dire situation and reach out to you. You know, these parents are becoming a little crazy. It's like back in the day. They didn't want kids to read books because they felt like they just sat there and did nothing. Nowadays, they want them to read books, but don't play video games, don't be on the internet, don't be on the phone. You know, it's just how society has always been. You know, they want kids to go outside and play, which is quite understandable, but, you know, modern day of how things come, you know, with kidnappings and stuff like that, I empathize, but you just have to have a balance. You know, it's good to have your whole little gaming world, internet world to socialize and be a nerd and enjoy yourself. And there's a time to exercise, play some basketball, get some endurance in, eat good and socialize, all that good stuff. You know, you just gotta have a balance. Don't seclude your kid because you could potentially harm them, you know, by completely taking away video games and phones. There's a lot of weird parents that do that nowadays. Getting a little wacko now. You know, it's like these parents that just are completely too assertive and potentially harm the kid because the kid's mind fucked, and it just hurts the kid. And it's kind of sad because you can just tell how much potential a kid has, and it's just sucked right out of them from the parents. You know, you just got to let the kid live their life. You got to do their thing. The kid has a complete different fingerprint compared to the parents. You know, a whole different being, mixed of genetics, circumstances, and environment. I feel like I should say more, but it's a long video, so I'm going to stop it here. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, leave a comment. Thank you.